Hey, Pisces, how are you guys? Let's do your reading. So this is just pre-shuffle. I'm about to put these cards back and lay out a full spread, but let me just show you pre-shuffle. So what we have so far is somebody coming in, looks like with a message, something that's been either slow moving or it's slow and stable. The Page of Pentacles is somebody that learns, somebody that is, grows. This is pulling a lot of energy. But somebody coming in, obviously, maybe an offer, maybe an apology. Somebody that finds you very attractive. There's a lot of attraction here. It looks like there's passion, something fiery, okay? Again, Ace of Wands, a new beginning. Looks like it's passionate. Something is burning, creating. It's coming from a place. It looks like in the past there was some sort of tower or upheaval. Okay, but strength has grown from it. Something good coming out of something that's, I believe, this passion in those shot cards is showing that it's unexpected and that it's going to be probably out of the blue and passionate. Okay, so this is a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It is general, as you know, will not resonate for everyone. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Please don't ever force a reading. Okay, so this is, like I said, it's been a long time coming. Let me see if I can fix this light just a little. I mean, hopefully this is good. Let's see. 10 of Wands, so long time coming. It's been, something that's been something has been burdening you or them. Okay, let's lay out a spread. How are you? Please hit like, share, subscribe. If you, especially if you watch the channel a lot, hit subscribe so it'll strengthen our connection. Also, it will help the channel. Okay, Four of Swords. So again, this is something that's been somewhat dormant. I'm not happy with this light. It's kind of tricky because if I get it to where it's like perfect for y'all, then it's kind of blinding me. But anyway, we got Four Swords. So overall energy is, it's not over. There is a rest period or a correction period or a withdrawal period, but it doesn't look like it's over. The Four Swords in traditional tarot is somebody that removes themselves or is, kind of taking a break from a situation that's been difficult. But it also, this break promotes healing. All right. Seven of Pentacles. So again, there's a waiting. It's been a while. Lots of energy or focus on something that's been going on for a while. Oh, so a missed opportunity. Four of Cups. Let's lay them all out. Looks like you've gained some stability and balance through this. Learning maybe to hold your ground. Possibly it feels kind of like there's an element of learning to not be embarrassed of, your wounds or your hurt, but, just kind of like, it is what it is, and I'm, I know my value now, I'm going to hold my ground. This is a very strong element of stability, and there you go again, with the Strength card, number 8. Infinity. Interesting. So this is very much learning to balance the energy between these two energies. We've got this Queen of Pentacles who's very stable and sound and secure and level and resourceful. She's confident. She's not overly emotional. This Nine of Wands that goes with it is wounded. And this is a beautiful balance of the two. This is also an element of, even though I know that things may be chaotic all around me, I possess the understanding and the ability to remain calm. Powerful energy here for you. A lot of growth and self-control. Okay, so person or situation on your mind. Oh. Hold on. Sorry for that. Let's just move it. It's not lit anyway. person or energy on your mind, situation on your mind. We're going to put down here at the bottom. The roles could be reversed. Of course, this could be you down here and them up here, but we're going to lay it out this way. We've got the Two of Wands. It's a decision. It's making a big decision which way to go. And he's got the whole world in his hands. You see that? Which is the better route? Maybe I chose wrong. Yes, leaving. Somebody, I think it looks like somebody made the wrong decision. These are overall energies of something that has been waited, like it took a long time to grow or blossom or mature for someone to realize. And you may have left this person very unsettled, or vice versa. Two of Wands, a decision to leave a situation. The Six of Swords depicts a difficult situation. Could be kind of sneaking off and leaving, or making plans to leave, but it's leaving something that's been challenging. Oh yeah, lots of conflict there. Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, this could be, bickering or like petty gossip. It could be competition. It kind of has a feeling of irritability. Five of Swords. It's definitely challenge. And so whatever this person or you are getting out of, it isn't easy. There's a challenge there. It takes a big decision to do it and make it actually happen. In the recent past, we have Eight of Cups, walking away from happiness. Wow. How about that? For some of you, this could be leaving an actual family situation. We'll explore that more. Nine of Swords, the Emperor in the outcome. High Priestess. The High Priestess is a very feminine energy. She possesses feminine energy and inner knowledge. I love the High Priestess because she doesn't feel the need to boast or explain or over-talk or over-tell what's going on. She can just sit back and be, knowing. She can sit back and watch and she kind of has that energy of, I'll just sit back and watch the fools play themselves out, watch things unfold, even though she knows. This also could depict somebody watching tarot. Be careful with tarot. Don't overwatch it. It gets very confusing when you do that. Nine of Swords. If you are getting, addicted or too into tarot, oh yeah, some of you really are. Sometimes it's good to take a couple days, quit watching for a few days. Let your energy reset, because it can be, it can be destructive, just like anything else that's overused. Nine of Swords, the Emperor. This is, a lot of struggle to regain power here, even though it's known it needs to happen. Let me look at the bottom of the deck and then I'm going to pull a couple more. Okay, so again, we got a big decision with the Lovers there. Choosing maybe love. So I was feeling this Eight of Swords with this Nine of Swords. Somebody has definitely felt trapped, and it's been going on for a while, trapped by not being able to see a clear way out or a clear path to success and recognition. This is a very what do I do, what's the best way to handle it vibe. I want to look a little bit more at the past. So tell us more. Let's clarify this Eight of Cups with the Sun. Knight of Wands, action. Somebody maybe made a drastic choice over a knee-jerk decision to leave something. Give us some more detail. What's the Queen of Pentacles? It could be a wife or mother. Oh, goodness. I forgot to turn my phone off. Sorry, babes. Hold on. So loud. This feels a little bit repetitive, but what it feels like is, I feel like we've had this before. It feels like somebody went along with somebody else kind of orchestrating things, but there's definitely a decision here. And look, the decision led to a tower. It was not stable. Somebody kind of went, like, see this sharks? It's like swimming with sharks. It looked good on the surface, but deep down there wasn't the stability. You actually, I mean, I hope this is you. Somebody has really felt like they've gained their power back. And I don't think you're out of the woods totally in that area. I feel like you might slide back to times where you feel like you really have somewhat of a dependency on wanting to know when you really don't have to know. We don't have to have all the answers or all the steps. We just need to take the next step. Okay. That's how we stay in control. So if we sit around and think too much, we get into trouble. You know what I mean? Unless we're meditating and we're going deep within. But when we sit around and think what's going to happen, what caused it, overthinking, circling a loop, often that is trying to solve something that is not even really about this one person. It's something about an unfinished wound or an unhealed wound from the past. We confuse it and attach it onto someone. But there's a big energy here of really wanting to know, a lot of overthinking and wanting to know with this Nine of Swords and this High Priestess. So just be aware that is kind of normal, but we can get too far gone on that. We can overthink things. And also there's a strong element here about not over communicating. Yes, look, wow, right when I said it. Queen of Swords, she's someone who's very clear and direct, okay? We have the Page of Wands. Don't over text, maybe. I also feel like there's a need to say, don't over communicate. Don't tell too much. Like you don't have to tell. Sometimes, and I know this may not even have anything to do with this, but there's an element here, something about like, if you feel challenged on what to say, you can ask yourself these questions. Is it true? Is it necessary to say? Is it true? Is it kind? Is it helpful? So I feel like you may be in a little bit of a danger zone of over-telling feelings, feeling safe with someone and telling too much about yourself. And then you might feel safe in the moment, but then so interesting, I had this come up earlier, but telling somebody too much because you feel safe in the moment may backfire later when, 3 months later when you're not as close to that person, or they could use it against you. Don't over-tell, personal stuff, and don't feel like this High Priestess is just so strong. Don't over-explain. Don't over-explain. Be confident. You know what I mean? You don't have to over-explain. You don't like people that you just meet. They don't need to know your finances and your family drama and your, there's something with that. You stay in your power. There's a control. There's a strong issue here about, you've come a long way with being in your power. Don't shake that up don't lose your power by telling too much. Don't reveal too much. Something like that. Okay, but you do have success coming. I mean, look at this. Wow. 4 of Wands. We also, 8 of Wands, passionate new beginning. 10 of Pentacles, and someone, a recognition. So this is what I feel like, Pisces, you've struggled with in the past, is feeling recognized or your value being seen. And part of that, for some of you, I reject this info if it's not applying to you, but for some of you, some of it is stemming from over-explaining, over-talking, over-convincing. You know what I mean? Something like that. Let's look at an oracle real quick. You guys check out my lives. I just started doing my lives. I'm trying to get those to take off. You have to actually look in the live tab, though. Okay, Oracle for Pisces. That is so crazy. I almost pulled this. This just showed. It's, okay, so Prince, romantic charm and potential for power. That's the light attribute you're dealing with, okay? You have a romantic charm and a potential for power. See this? And then this says using power for it's like a grandiosement. I didn't even know this was a word, but I think that's what it's saying. So using the dark side this is just something to be careful. This could be a shadow attribute. I'm not feeling that so strong. I'm feeling this stronger. But maybe that's where the talking, trying to explain your value comes in. I'm not sure. Let's get one more since that wasn't totally clear. Get one more for Pisces. Break the chains of addiction, restriction, or other impediments. It begins with freedom of choice. Love that. Oh, here's another one. Heightened awareness. You're intuitively sensing something is shifting beneath the surface, and you are right. So there you go. This High Priestess, she also represents the number 2, but she also represents a feminine energy and a need, and the High Priestess reminds us to lean back into feminine energy and not try to make things happen, like not try to say the perfect thing, something like that, communicate the perfect thing, trying to get an outcome. She leans back and she allows things to flow to her. It's a very similar to the Empress energy, but it's not as graduated as the Empress, but she does have a knowing. Reminds us to lean back into our feminine energy and trust. There's a balance between the 5D and the 3D. So it's an energy of balance as well. I love you guys. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you soon. Bye, bye.